It's official. Biggest news of the day. Bing has been rebranded. That's Microsoft's search engine. It has been rebranded. You want to hear the rebrand? It's no longer called Bing. It's called Microsoft Bing. Yeah, you feel the power of that.
Oh, yeah.
They had been toying around with the idea of putting Microsoft in front of it. Brands gonna brand. Brands want to be brands. And they want to remind you they're a brand wherever they can. And I guess this achieves that. I was wondering why they didn't just go with Microsoft Search.
Yeah. They
But
kept the Bing.
I think maybe everybody wants that Google thing. You know, the thing where Google
It's
can
a verb?
actually be a verb. Yeah, I Googled it. They really wanted you to say, I binged it.
Ugh.
Wait, hold up. I'm a bing that.
I'm going to Bing that real quick.
I'm a bing that real quick. And no one ever said it ever. But
Never.
I bet you somebody that inside of Microsoft says it,
I'm sure, yeah.
right? Says to his boss, wait, just let me bing that.
They call him Mr. Bing,
Yes.
you know?
Because you know how that works internally.
This guy.
I mean, you can imagine places like Apple. Like I saw a couple of tweets floating around about how Apple is talking about the innovation on the button based Touch ID on the power button, and the engineers are saying like this was an incredible feat of engineering, an incredible task, and then other people underneath in the threads are like, is Apple acting like they invented a power button fingerprint because it's been there, right?
Yeah.
So I saw people commenting on that. But it's kind of like that, where when you work in these silos, your whole universe is this one company, this one brand, this one device. And the conversations internally are nothing like what they are in the real world. And I've had this experience because I talk to people from companies and brands, and I'm like, you do know there's this other product, right? That's kind of like your brand. And they'd be like, it's a surprise or something.
Yeah.
It's a surprise that people in the real world aren't saying that they're binging things, but sometimes you need that reality check. Nothing against it, man. You got to be ambitious. If their target is to have people saying they binged something, you got to appreciate the ambition. It's just heads up. That's a tough gig. Heads up. Google's a big deal, and they've been doing it.
Yeah.
So that's just a heads up. I mean, they could have gone to Microsoft Search, but I guess maybe one day, maybe eventually. They're sticking to the Bing thing. It's been tough to be a Bing, though. It's tough to be a
thing?
Yeah, it's been tough to be a Bing thing lately because of COVID. Their advertising revenue has decreased 18%. I mean, everybody's has. Even Google had problems in their Google, and you can Google something. So, but anyway, if you were wondering, it's official. It's Microsoft Bing. And weirdly enough, I kind of prefer Microsoft Bing to just Bing. Just Bing on its own. Never really, I don't know.
Never really landed, eh?
What can I say, man?
Yeah.
It's a Bing thing.